Hello everyone, welcome back to another stream. I'm on the verge of getting set up here, so we're just loading in. I've got the yellow OST on, so I don't overdo the piano version of the normal OST. Then away we go. Okay, away we go. Hello everyone. I was just posting up the link there. We're good. We're gonna be working a little bit on the inside of the shop today. I need to get the assets done. I'm already working on one of them in the background, but you'll see it in a little bit. What I'm going to be doing is cleaning up assets and just getting them ready, because once that's done, the rest kind of falls into place really easily. Let's see here. So what I've got is I set up a load of these inside of another file, so I'm just going to import them and see what's going on with everything, and then we can go from there in terms of placing all of these in the correct area. That one looks a bit funky there, just because of the texture. I can edit that though. These are all like random models that I've found around, so we'll see how this goes. Looks like I'm going to have to clean up all of this. This is going to be a little bit funky. Did not have to, did not expect to have to do this, but away we go. Let's see about this. Right, so all of that needs clean up because it's not big enough. So what I'll do is AI upscale it. I'll upscale the texture to just way bigger than it is at the moment and just see what happens. Like, I want it to be as crisp as possible, and then we can just go from there in terms of like fixing it. Oh my god, that enhanced quality looks really good. Can I just like ×8 the resolution? Excuse me. Going ×8 on the resolution is a little bit too much. You gotta have... Oh wow. I love the way it's like. So anyway, you can upscale certain ones if you've got your daily limit not exceeded. My daily limit just got exceeded even though I didn't actually upscale anything. I was like, wait, what? That was interesting. So to 256, it's not too bad. If I do to 4, upscaling it to like 1024 is a little bit rough. Now anything above 256 looks a little bit crap. Although it looks kind of the same. The funniest part is it looks kind of the same. There's like... Looks weird. I'll just take it. I'll take it as is. We'll do medium chest. Let's do chest texture. I honestly thought I was gonna have run down all of my limit then on AI upscaling, but we're good. So what I need to do is replace this principal BSDF We got that going on. Let's just replace it here with that one. And then we can go ahead from there in terms of, like, trying to fix this. Especially because it just looks really funky. Like, at least that makes it look a little bit better. But then, all of this, even though it's mapped correctly, just looks really bad. So I guess the best way to do this is just create a material for it. And just assign. And just go... Like, we can try messing around with this as well, so we can do like 0.6. Make sure I've got everything set up here, and we'll just mess around with the shaders. We'll do, Hey Lucy, how you doing? Let's do a, maybe a noise? And we'll just add that into there and see about that. Then we got this going on, right? We can do a add. How about you? I'm doing alright. Factor can be into there, and then that one can be blue. Just trying to see if I can get this chest looking kind of okay. The clouds. I want something else that's better than that because it looks a little bit too funky. That's not too bad. Okay, so having it at like 1.6 maybe? Not so much distortion. And then we'll try messing around with all of this and just see what happens. Color burn. Dark. And this is a lot like messing around in Photoshop with stuff. It's just a case of getting it to look just right. Maybe an overlay on that. Overlay doesn't look too bad. Yeah, linear looks kind of freaky. If I get rid of that and just try and tweak. Or is it I think it's the overlay? That actually doesn't look too bad. Again, a lot of this stuff will be like cleaning up of assets that aren't technically mine. It's just a case of seeing what's wrong with them, fixing them, and then going from there. But that can bring issues with it, just with like how messed up some things can be. Like, I'm already looking at some texture errors here based off the merging of materials. It's just like, dude, what? Fox main material. Oh, actually, blue. Fox material. And then we'll do gold trim. Fox material. And we'll just take blue. Hide it. Oh, wow. We got a complete inside here? That's interesting. We can get rid of that now, at least. I think. Should be able to. Because there's no need for it. I say that, and then there's a problem with the bottom, though, which I think is because it's the inside. The question is, where's the mesh joined to now? Because, like, depending on where it's joined to, depends on how I have to fix this. Okay, so we got this trim going on. We're gonna do the shader for it first, and then we'll fix the actual way it looks. The actual bit there doesn't look too bad. Chest will stay closed. Yeah, it's gonna stay closed. 0.4 for that. I'll do like 0.6 maybe for that, just to give it a little bit of shininess, or maybe 0.7. The idea is this is just gonna be background stuff as well, so it's nothing too important. It's just a case of making sure that it looks decent and doesn't look like a complete mess. Oh. I'm just trying to find out on the unwrap here where this all goes, and then we can go from there. Because normally you just get assets and away you go. Like with this now, it's a total mess. I see where that goes now. That one goes all the way over there like that. Just make sure we can spot the shiny stuff at the back of the store. Indeed. Indeed, you know. Right, so I need to, I've already done tries to quads with that. What I need to do is take that and just go, right? Then hopefully, follow quads. Oh no, must be an active quad. Okay, so I'm gonna have to unwrap that. We'll just go live unwrap. Bit of a pain. What I can do is try deliberately forcing parts of this to be a quad, and then we can go from there. But yeah, this is like the boring part of fixing assets, and then everything after that is all good, you know. Hey, Classic! Nice to see you again, by the way. If I do that, we're just gonna have to do this manually, this bit. Which is gonna be rough, but we can cope. I got so sick today, I had some streams planned. I think I'll do them tomorrow. That is the worst part about being a streamer, is when you actually have stuff planned, you're like, right, I'm good to go, and then something gets in the way of it. It's an absolute nightmare. Like, something always happens. It's just like, dude, what? No. Right, for that, what was that? Ah, okay, I see. For that one, I can do unwrap there, and then just bring that over to here. Should be able to just go like that, and that bit's fine. The only problem is bits like this, where it's welded the wrong areas, and now I have to like fix up massive portions of the geometry. It's like, ah, just annoying. Cause it's messed up in a symmetrical way. At least I should be able to fix it in a symmetrical manner. You know, so it's not too bad around the back. It's just the front here. Unless I deliberately like get rid of the front, which I could do if I just split it down the middle there. But no, it's better trying to fix this properly. Let's try and do this. We go unwrap, and then we'll go for here, I think. Based off how this looks. About there, right? And then we can just... That doesn't actually look too bad. Need to make sure that folds around there. Same with that bit. I just need to make sure that this all follows that bit there. Technically, I could just take these 2 extra verts, position them in the correct place, then we should be okay. I just need to make sure about this. Like, that goes there, obviously. We can just merge at center. And then for this one, we can just place that there. I'm wondering where that last vert is there. There? Yeah, it is. Problem is, there's a slight issue with it. That's not too bad. Another problem there, in the way that that goes round, it just totally messes it up. Why? I know what's going on there. That's because of me joining the verts wrong. I go from, where is it? Here? Then we join those. Oh crap. There we go. Then that carries that on. What we can do is we just take this. Oh. Let's see. Lucy says, hopefully followers can understand if you can't always be there. Indeed, yeah. You can do copy shift for both sides. Yeah. Like, I could just easily do something like that. I'm just going to do this like the really ugly way and see what happens. Okay, so that's that way. I just grab that. Go UV, unwrap. So I can do it that way. File, unwrap, unwrap. Right, then that takes that. And I can just do that then. What I'll do is I'll cut this thing in half so I can actually work with it, because it's, at the moment, it's not exactly usable, but we're getting there. You got a lot of details. It's, whatever happened to this file, it's just like totally messed up. Are the curtains done? Yeah, they're done. Whatever happened during import is like totally screwed this. So like trying to get it back from being screwed up is crazy. I think it's that, right? Oh no. That one. And then, oh, there we go. Now, hopefully, oh, what is going on with this? It's just like putting the origin in completely weird places there for a moment. There you go, that's not too bad. And I just need to match it up there, which I believe it's flipped vertically for that. Okay, if it, that's weird. Try rotating that. 180. And then for the end here, we'll just figure out where it joins and go with that for the adjustment. That one, which appears to be nowhere? That's weird. Hang on. Ah, here we go. Okay, that's 2 I need to mess around with now. That's interesting. There we go. Okay, so if I do that, bring that one right to the edge there. Just realized I've got to do that one as well because that one's slightly messed up. Dude, this entire segment is just totally screwed and it's annoying me. It's like, what happened to make it this bad? All I did was just import it, so I have no clue. Let's see. S. Oh. Yeah, once all these assets are cleaned up, then we're basically good to go in terms of making this other area. Gotta go now, Moody. Keep up the awesome work. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hope you've enjoyed. Funny part was I was gonna do part of the Hyperdeath Arena again, but then I was just like, not so sure on that. Plus, I need to do this. I was like, oh, yeah, I do kind of need to do that. That sucks. There we go. That's the issue. I need to take that and put that basically round there, but then like have that come over to there roughly, where that is. It's kind of okay there. At least it's better than what it looked like. The rest is fine. I can just take that. And then what we'll do is for that we'll just separate and unhide. Because then I can hide that section for a moment just to make sure I've fixed it. And what I'll do is deliberately try and cut a line into there. Oh. Trying to see if I can put a vertex in there. It's gonna have to be like the knife tool. Oh. We'll just go to like there. And then I'll just weld those two. Hopefully that'll fix anything there. That's not bad because it's around the back. And then what I'll just do, take all of that side and just delete it. Because it's bad, really bad. This will be like a really quick fix. It might not be the best thing, but just realized I might need to join anything else in the center, like these two verts. Get rid of that stuff. Get rid of this. And then there we go. Hopefully I can just apply a mirror modifier to this. On the Y. Which should hopefully fix everything. We just go File, Invert Mesh. Make sure everything down the middle is just fixed. Should be. Make sure the entire mesh is fine in terms of face orientation. Yeah, looks it. And then... Hey, Skyward! Doing fine, thank you very much. How are you doing? And then, there we go. We got a little box thing going on. That's not too bad. Do a medium box. Save that for a moment as medium box. we go new, general. So that was that fixed. One that's going to be interesting is the magic powder. What was it? Import EAE. Because I believe that one looks like one of the items already. I could be wrong. Oh no, we're good. I don't know why that ambient light's there. What are you working on? I can't remember. Are you new to the channel? Just refresh my mind just so I can explain it a little bit better. I'm not familiar with the profile picture you see, so I may have forgotten by accident. Like, obviously, sorry if I've got that completely wrong as well. It's not my intention to upset anyone. Let's see. Small bag. No, I'm just really here. Okay, so yeah, I released the trailer recently for Immersiontale, and I'm just working on some more stuff when it comes to items that go in the back of the shop in Snowdin. Small bag, main body. Oh. And then do that. So yeah, it's getting really interesting how I've got like all these assets now and just getting them together and making everything look okay. I'm the guy you sent to the Wild Goose Chase to find Gaster during a show. Oh yeah, I remember now. Gaster was in there. Was. I remember now. Since then, everything's changed. Like, I don't know, have you seen the new trailer? By the way, I was not picking on you when I said that. He genuinely was in there. Let's change that to... Wait a minute. Whoa, why is that? That is really strange. Was there 0.2 for that? Sure he was. I mean, I did show off the file, I think. But yeah, have you seen the new stuff? Yeah, this is all... I don't know why. I was like that. That's weird. Let's do... That's a normal, right? No, it doesn't. Why do I need the... Right, if I do, bag, main... Oh, bag, main, body. I saw a little. I'll go watch the whole thing and come back. Oh, thank you very much. I just thought I'd ask just in case. What is going on here with this? Bag, main body. Okay, so that fixes that. Chest low, fix that one. FDX. I love the vibe of that song. This one's pretty cool. Ah, here's another chest. hopefully this one's better. Okay, this has normals and everything, but no actual... Or at least it's supposed to have normals. It doesn't have anything in the BSDF. Does this actually have any textures attached to it? Yeah, it does. There we go. So we've got the wood. Looks a little bit messed up, and then we've got all the other stuff. Okay. For some strange reason, the other stuff does not have a material, which is really weird. So for like the wood, we can at least get that. Textures, wood. And then for the metal, what I might do is do silver instead. Like this, and then we'll just do 0.5 or I really decide to go chrome with it. That looks alright. And then for this, I'm hoping that it's high enough resolution that I can just like play around with it, and we should be okay. Put that in there and just make sure that that's not too bad. 0.2 there? 0.3, 0.5? Well, 0.5 seems to be a little bit more dramatic, but it works. And then we can just turn down the roughness a little bit. Do wood. Chest low. Just so I know what I'm doing here. Metal. Chest low. Just looks like the basic one from every RPG. Yeah, like I was saying, I'm just sourcing these files from like anywhere, so I'm going on like Model Resource and Sketchfab, I think it is, for these. So I'm literally looking for the ones that will deliberately just fit. Or look like they'll fit. Most of them are like generic stuff, but there's occasionally like some of the other stuff that I've mentioned in the past where I'm like, oh yeah, some Mario assets or some Zelda assets will work pretty much how I want them to. It's just funny how that works. This one here is going to require some messing around with it. This is a OBJ file. There we go. This is for the scroll that's on the back wall. I'm going to have to edit the textures for this. There we go. So we've got... It says it's gold, but it's not. Let's just, like, overwrite this BSDF here. And then we've got parchment and something else. I'm going to have to mess around with that. Scroll. Body. So, you know, there we'll do file, save as, source, wall scroll. I didn't get any Easter eggs. I'm going to be editing all of this stuff. Like, with the texture for this, I'll probably edit it later on. I'm just trying to get the models and materials set up in such a way that I can fix and append them into scene pretty easily and then just scale them. Because none of this is scaled or anything. It's just going to be a case of, like, get all this done, collect it, make it all look okay, and then away we go. You know. Music box. Let's have a look at the music box. Wall scroll. Where's the music box? There we go. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Where's my music? Just give me a sec. I just need to have a look at that. Let's see. Trailer looks really cool. Can't wait to see the Asriel fight. Yeah, that'll be really cool. Also noticed Martha was in the trailer. There were quite a few characters that were in the trailer. Don't know why that just paused there. Yeah, there are a few new characters in the trailer. Some of the other stuff I didn't show off. I've mentioned this a few times, but basically the trailer only shows off a small snippet. Everything else is basically being shown off on the 30th, March the 30th. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Every single environment, every single character, all the effects and everything, and the idea in general, all of it's going to be shown off properly in March. So you're crossing a little bit with Undertale Yellow. A little bit, yeah. Basically, the reason for that is because, again, if you'll have known if you've been with the project for ages, but I've been saying, like, literally, like, ages at this point, that, I wanted to have the underground as populated as possible, and that having more monsters made it feel like that. And then when Yellow came out, and Yellow had a couple of characters in that I was like, okay, this'll work. I was like, you know what, I can add some of the Yellow characters in here, and it'll add to the overall character list, while not being too intrusive in terms of like, oh, you've ruined Undertale. It's like, no, I haven't. It still works within the context of the game. It's just that we have these other characters that are hanging around, and it's alright, especially for those that have seen, like, both of the playthroughs, you know, for like, the, Undertale and, Yellow, then you'll know about, like, just all the characters in general and how much they cross over, if not. Oh, so it's not actually too bad in terms of being like, yeah, it's doable. So I was like, yeah, I'll just go for it, and work from there. So we've got a couple of Yellow characters that are just like hanging out basically in the background and filling out the roster. The other way of explaining it was because I couldn't get certain characters, I replaced them with others. Like, the easiest one to be able to tell you right now is, you know the Royal Guards, RG1 and 2, that are, like, basically into each other in Hotland? I think it's the dragon and the bunny, right? I wanted those for so long. I was just like, you know what, I'll try and get both of them. But I couldn't find models anywhere. I couldn't find anybody that would do, you know, like, commissions of them or anything. And I was like, how do I do that encounter while making it fun and still have it play out the same way, roughly, in terms of, like, you get stopped in Hotland and have to do a fight against something. So what I did was I was thinking and looking through different things, and at the time I was playing Yellow as well. And what ended up happening was I turned around and I was like, look, I can kind of make things work here if I replace these characters with somebody else. So what I did was I took Red and replaced that encounter with Red. So basically, instead of having the two Royal Guards there now, you have Red's encounter, which she's still like a guard, but it changes it up slightly. No, it keeps that scene and the meaning of that area intact, with the whole thing of like, oh yeah, you've got to get past some guards, or a guard, but I just replaced that with red because it was one character that I could commission that would make sense in that area. And then also it was the whole thing of, oh, fans will really like that as well. Because how many times are you going to see red in 3D? Especially like this. So that was a cool way of kind of doing that. Bringing red in is peak. It's yellow really smart way around fixing the issue. Yeah, like trying to keep it still relatively close to the original, and by relatively I mean as close as can be for what's expected. While also including like fan favorite characters, I thought was a neat way of getting around things. Like another one, you've seen Martlet in there in the trailer as well. Martlet was brought in pretty much with red, and Martlet is specifically to replace the librarian in Snowdin. Like you'll see her in a couple of places, but the little spoiler that I've got is that yeah, she replaces the librarian because the librarian model I just couldn't get hold of because the librarian is like some crazy lizard and you can't really find artwork of her, so you don't really know what they look like properly. So it was like, what can I do here? And I know Martlet is another, fan favorite character that everybody likes, or at least quite a lot of people like. So it was like, I'll just bring Martlet in and put her in the library instead. So it fixes that, and it doesn't... I'm going to go out on a limb and say it doesn't ruin everything, it just puts them in areas where you'd expect, and gives them roles as well where you'd expect them to be, like... With Martlet, yeah, she's into DIY and everything, but she really likes her books and stuff. So it's like, okay, we can see her potentially being in Snowdin. Especially considering for, like, most of Yellow, she's in Snowdin's lower area. It's just like, yeah, okay, so she's just ventured to the upper area and got a job when she's not in the guard anymore, because she isn't in the guard at the end of Yellow. It's like, yeah, it makes sense. It's just stuff like that, where introducing new characters into different roles, it's just like, we can get it done. It's just hoping that people will enjoy that, Trying to think what else was shown in the trailer. There was quite a lot shown off in the trailer. That I had like glides in the trailer. That was cool. Doing glide. I really wanted that, so it was a cool thing to put in there. But there's a lot of other stuff yet to come. Including like a lot of behind the scenes and stuff. Martlet in Snowdin is Undertale Yellow Papyrus Puzzle Wars. Yeah, it made sense having her in that location just because of like where she was in Yellow. Like that's all I thought about was just she's there in Yellow, so it makes sense. So it's stuff like that. It's a similar thing to like the getting around certain other things in terms of design stuff. Thanks for the updates. Got to get going, says Skyward sadly. I'll try and stay more updated with what's happening. Thank you very much, Skyward. But yeah, trying to deal with stuff and make it make sense and not sort of like upset people is a little bit awkward. Like I know it won't be for everybody, but again, it's that whole thing of it's an AU anyway. It doesn't really brand itself as the official Undertale 3D movie. You know, it's like it's an AU. It can do its own thing a little bit, which is why I'm able to kind of get away with stuff like that. That moment where I've just like taken the boxing gloves from TF2 and I'm like, right, I'll have those. These are going to be in the background as well. And what has happened there? Ah, it's weird. Smooth by angle? 25? What's going on here? All I did was change the smoothing. That is really strange. Okay, I should just not do that. I love how it's literally just like, yeah, don't do smoothing on these, because if you do, it'll totally mess up. If I do that now, shade smooth, I have no clue why it's doing that. Because it should be fine. It's really disgusting as well. Like, if I just take off that material... Actually, if I... Dude, what is going on there? That is absolutely disgusting as a mesh. I don't know what has happened there. Maybe it's the normals. I just, like... You calculate the outside. Mesh. Normals. Let's just try, like, average over face area. There we go. The gloves are breaking apart. It was the normals. Normals basically, like, calculating smoothing on everything. And it's just like... So anyway, you smoothing, looks terrible. Have fun with that. GG, good luck. It's just like, what now? Try. I'm gonna try mixing a noise texture here to see if I can get like threads. As if I pouring it. And like some minor surface texture, even though you might not see it. Let's try that. Alright, that gives us that at least. Which gives us a little bit of detail, but it's because of TF2's way of doing things, so it's slightly mixed up, so we're gonna have to go like mix maybe? Mix here and go bam like that, right? And then if I do a factor into the bottom there. Actually no, if I do color into there, probably gonna be better, right? If I do like 10, 20, here we go, it's starting to 200. There we go, the noise text just starting to work a little bit. Then we can lower that down in terms of its details and stuff. There we go, so we got that kind of like thing going on with the boxing gloves where you can see the detail a bit. And then we can tweak how intense the detail is here. Let's try 0.4 and 0.5 there, respectively, and then we should hopefully be good for that. So if I do this now and I just go, what's that light? Oh my god. Those boxing gloves are so massive. Try this. Oh, that's not good. 10? Dude, that's not even natural. That's just like totally crazy. 100 for that, and then we'll try. I think got it. Yeah, I do have the right settings here. So 5. Okay, that's all kinds of messed up. Try that, and then we'll just do custom distance. 100. Contact details 200. It's not too bad. I just need the damn things to be smaller, basically. They're absolutely massive for no reason. I do like this or something just to kind of. Right, let's fiddle around with this a little bit. .2 for that. Noise can stay as is. Let's see. It's the TF2 stuff that's going crazy here. Hang on. So the problem with trying to make everything look good on stream is it takes ages, and it's just like, dude, seriously? Especially because this one, like, these are not really meant to have a normal map like that. So the only other thing I can think of doing is literally just, like, take this and instead do that as a bump. Just, like, bump height, and then just throw that in there. And then we can go ahead and just use the main texture to solve that and just go. Because then we still have the main one, but the bump will pick up the little details like this, and we'll just go 0.5 or whatever. Ever so subtle, but it's there. And then we'll just do like roughness 0.7. Save that as tough gloves. You should have seen the bandana before when I tried getting the bandana working. That was rough. Like, seriously, it was really rough. Speaking of, I can put that back in a moment. Hang on. Let's try this FBX. Item bottles. Oh shit, where is it? Okay. Just realized I still need the glass material for this as well. This is gonna be one of those where I have to bring in and append the the materials here so that they look better. Lucy says, playing this, just saying this randomly, I play a lot of Beat Saber recently. Soroba's fight theme map is absolutely fire. Soroba's theme is great. It's just the whole deal with fight in particular is the whole thing about it being like, for first timers when you've never played like another fan game before, it's an absolute nightmare trying to do it. I got blocked so badly on that and Axis, I think it was. Like, I should really go back through Yellow again and just give it like another run. Crazy. Not sure what that's shaded for there, but yeah, what I'll do is I'll show you this. So the one that I got, I had to redo the fight several times. Yeah, I did too. It was terrible. Hopefully this will just switch over. Yeah, there we go. So this is another one I was doing before, was the bandana, right? Because the bandana is sold in the same area as the tough gloves. I was like, how do I do the bandana? I found a model for it, fixed it up, and it's like, well, how do I place it on a shelf that looks natural? So I'm just doing cloth physics on it and just go and have it like that. So we're just gonna cloth sim it in that position. I'll just convert to mesh. There we go. That's gonna be it. Let's see if I can decimate it a little bit because it's a couple of thousand polys, I think, for no reason. Oh no! If I do that, it's gonna really ruin it. So we'll have it just be like that. Right, and then we'll just go roughness 0.8. 0.7 maybe? But yeah, it was crazy doing that. That motor, I'm having to like sim cloth physics again just to get things in like the right position or to look right. Like, oh, okay. And then we got this thing going on. I need to make it not look like this, because this just looks crazy. 0.1 maybe? 0.2. And that'll do for making it look a little bit rough. But not too rough. We can just 0.8 the rest. And then just set to origin to geometry. And then just place that like so. Right. Just gotta name that texture there just so I've got it, and then we can just clean up any recursive stuff. That's one thing I need to do, is actually figure out like what's going on with stuff like that, see if there's any problems with like data just being in places where it shouldn't be. Yeah, we've almost got everything. If I go back now and just go through these files here, just do like, where is it, the boxing gloves? Open up the boxing gloves again. Clean up any files that are in there. And then Music box, just clean up anything for that. Wall scroll. I know it's gonna turn around and be like, oh, you know, I got these textures on here. It's like, oh, it's fine. It's fine. I can fix that. Open. With this one, we can just clean up recursive. Just making sure all of these are clean so that when I mess around with them, it's not bad. Because if I start, like, trying to apply them, and they've just got files everywhere that I'm not using, I'm going to end up having, like, tons of materials for no reason. Candle. Come on, where am I at? Making sure all of this is clean. But yeah, imagine the chest being a mimic. Funny thing is, one of the file names for one of the other ones that I could have chosen, literally, was just mimic chest. I was like, oh, okay. That's most of that done. What I need to do is do the other stuff here. Hang on. The funny thing is, for most of this as well, with the right shaders and lighting, all of this will look like it merges in quite nicely, which is really handy. Let's try. Oh. Oh yeah, and if you've noticed the name of the stream, then you'll have a slight spoiler as to certain characters that will appear. The easiest way of going about it, in terms of like mentioning stuff, is just basically saying, look, you wouldn't have a shop without the shopkeeper. So yeah, pretty much just like chilling and getting all this stuff done now. Come on. Trying to figure out how this shader looks, because it's a principled BSDF. The alpha and the normals look really bad here. At least with the shaders that I've got on at the moment. Oh, I see. That's the way that that's done. Those normals are terrible there, because of the way I'm applying them. I can do this another time. I'm going to just chill out now for a bit. So thank you very much, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed. Next time we'll try and get more of this done. So until then, bye!